I can take a class. I may take a class. I must take a class. I have to take a class. I should take class. I would take class. What's happening? Well, my dear students, these words, these single words in sentences, they change the entire mood of the sentence, isn't it? Like if I say, I can take a class, that means it is within my capability to take the class. But if I say, I must take a class, that means it is compulsory for me to take the class. So, these words which help the main verb and change the mood of the sentence, they are known as modals. Modals. Today's topic is modals. So, basically what are modals? Modals are nothing but they are helping verbs. Modals are called helping verbs. They are helping verbs. Helping in the sense they give extra meaning to the sentence. Like I said, I can, I must, I would. So they change the mode of the sentence. They change the mood of the sentence. Okay. So let us just talk what the common modals are. The common modals are can, may, shall, will, then must, ought to, and their past tense form. Can would be could, may is might, shall is should, will is would, must and ought to, they don't have any past tense form. Now, these modals, they are special kind of verbs. Okay. First thing, they are helping verb. They can't make the sentence on their own. Okay. It's like, okay, can you go to school? I can. It can be an answer to some question, but by itself it cannot make a sentence. These are helping verb. They help the main verb. Like if I am saying I can take the class, if I say I can take the class. So here, which is the main verb? Which is the main verb in this sentence? It is take, isn't it? Take is the main verb. And can is a helping verb which lends an extra meaning to the sentence. It would have been different if I had written I must take a class. The meaning would have been entirely different. So these words, they change the meaning of the sentence. So they are modals and these are the common modals. Now what do modals do in a sentence? What kind of mood do they depict? Let us see. They tell about ability. Ability. I can swim. She can drive. Ability. Then they speak about permission. Permission. May I go to toilet, ma'am? May I have a cup of coffee? Permission or request for that matter. Then they say certainty. Certainty. You must go to the doctor. Certainty. You must wear mask. We must wear mask nowadays. These are the things which we have to do. Certainty. Then they also say possibility. It may rain today. It might rain today. These are the possibilities. Shambhavana. Possibility holo shambhavana. Certainty holo nishchoyata. Mane hobe ei kajta. Permission অনুমতি, এবিলিটি ক্ষমতা, এই সব জিনিস মডেলস বোঝায়। আচ্ছা, এবার চলো আমরা দেখি এই মডেলস গুলো কিভাবে ব্যবহার হয় আর ওদের পরিভাষাটা কি, ওদের ইউজটা কি, কি মিনিং ওরা দর্শায়। তাহলে চলো আমরা সেটা দেখি। Let us quickly see the use of few models. Let's start with can and could. You can talk to me. ক্যাপাবিলিটি, তুমি আমার সাথে কথা বলতে পারো, এটা তোমার ক্যাপাবিলিটি আছে। Can I take your book? Permission. He could climb a tree. capability আবার মানে সেটা past capability, he could, they could dance very well. Again, this is talking in past tense. Okay, in days gone by, they could dance very well. So these are can, could. So these are the modals which impart some meaning to the sentence. May, might. How are they used? It may rain today. It may rain today. What does it say? Possibility. He might go to Delhi. Again, possibility. Shambhavana ache. May I come in? Permission. May I come in? Permission. She may be at home. Again, possibility. Will, would, shall, should. Now, students, keep in mind that will, past tense is would. That's okay. Shall, should. But the spectrum of use, the range of use of would and should is much more than will and shall. That we shall see separately also. Let us just take up the sentence. Rita will sing tomorrow. Simple future tense. Rita will sing tomorrow. I shall go to school tomorrow. Again, simple future tense. They just mention the action which will be happening today, tomorrow, like that. Tomorrow basically, because they are future. So this is I shall go to school tomorrow, simple future tense. Now Rita will sing tomorrow. If suppose this is direct tense, mother says Rita will sing tomorrow. Now if we do this indirect, then we have to remove the quotes. You know this. Now when we remove quotes, the verb becomes past tense. So in that case, will become would. Mother said that Rita would sing that day. So direct to indirect verb changes from present to past. Same case here, I shall go to school tomorrow. So mother said that you would go. Now shall we have to write in past tense. So but since I changes into you, so shall will change into would. So these are some of the rules which the more you practice, you will be able to grasp. So now let us quickly see some special use of would and should, and we shall also see few more modals that is left. So we shall quickly see their uses with example, and then we shall talk about the negative form. Come. So here we are seeing some of the uses of would and should. Would. I thought it would rain, so I brought my umbrella. I thought it would rain, so I brought my umbrella. Someone is speaking in the past for the future. Okay? So in this situation, past for the future. Past for future. So in such situation, modal would is used. Every evening we would sit by the river. Every evening we would sit by the river. This is some old habit. Old habit. To depict old habit, would is used. I would love to have coffee. Desire. Desire. Isn't it? We would love to go to hill station once this lockdown is over. Desire. Would you open the door, please? Polite request. Request. So we see that the use of would is much more than will. Should, similarly, you shouldn't go out without mask. Something which has to be done. Compulsory work or right work. Right thing to do. You should go to doctor if you have fever. Shouldn't. Negative form of should. You shouldn't go out without mask. And this is not to be done nowadays, isn't it? So the correct thing, when we say for the correct thing, we use should. Why should I help him? Why should I help him? He has done nothing for me. Strong sentiment. Strong sentiment. So in these conditions, we use should. So these are some of the common uses. There are many more uses which we shall not be discussing here. These are the common uses which you might see in the question papers. So I thought of discussing them. Now we have few more which we shall quickly see, and then we shall wind it up. Must. You must see a doctor if you have fever. You must see a doctor. It is compulsory thing to do. As of now, earlier it would have been should also, that would have been correct. You should see a doctor if you have fever. But now, in these days of corona, it has become must. If you have fever, you have to go to. So, must is a level higher than should. So, you must see a doctor if you have fever. You must maintain social distancing. These are things which have to be done. So, must says about compulsory work. Compulsory. Dutifully we have to do it. It's a stronger word. Ought to depicts moral obligation. Ought to depicts moral obligation. Noitik ochitto. Noitik ochitto. Moral obligation. We ought to show respect to our elders. We have to do this work. It is our moral obligation to show respect to elders. You ought not to talk loudly in church. So these are the common etiquette which we have to maintain. You ought not to. Now see, this is made negative. This is a negative form where we are putting not. You ought not to. Not you not. You ought to not. No. You ought not to talk loudly in church. This is how negative is made. Have to. This is another modal. Have to. He has to go to the market. He has to. Since it is he, it will be has to. Now if it is made negative, if we put a negative form of this, then we have to write he doesn't have to go to the market. Now just remember, we shall be talking about negative anyway. We make negative of modal just by adding a not. May not, can, cannot, will not, like that. But in case of has and have, we use do or does. Does, then not. Do not have, does not have. Okay, if it is first person, then do not have, don't have. If it is third person, does not have. He does not have. I do not have, like that. Do not is added just in case of have to. That is an exception. Rest, all of them, they take not after the word, after the modal. As I said, we shall be discussing that right away. Okay, so come, let's do that. Now these are the examples of modals of some frequently asked questions. Examples I have mentioned over here. There might be, you need to practice as many sentences as you get hold of. Okay. Now let's quickly see how to make negative of the modals. Can, cannot. Now cannot is one word, isn't it? We add not, but cannot is one word, and it can also be written as CANT, can't. May, may not. It doesn't have any short form. Will not, or won't. Shall, shall not. Shan't. Must, must not. Mustn't. Should, should not. Shouldn't. Would, would not. Wouldn't. You have to practice the pronunciation. Shouldn't, wouldn't. Should, would. Would. It is like wood. Cut. Would. Could not. Couldn't. Might, might not. Got no short form. Now, have to is an exception, as I told you. It will be don't have to, do not have to. It becomes don't have to. Okay. Don't is added just in case of have to. Rest, all the modals, they take not after themselves. Ought to, ought not to, as I discussed. Cannot. Just cannot is one word, otherwise not is separately placed in all other modals. So this is all about modals. Just take some example. Let's take some example. May not. I may not go to school tomorrow. Will not. Won't. He won't come to your house today. Must not. Mustn't. We mustn't drink and drive. Should not. You shouldn't go out in the sun. So like that, we see the mood of the sentence and then we use these kind of modals. In case of any question that you get, you first think how important it is. Is it a request? Is it a compulsory work? Is it a possibility? What it is. So accordingly, you will have to use the modals. Now, modals are, as I have told you already, they are some special verbs, isn't it? They are special verbs. Special why? Because they don't behave like regular verb, because they do not take an S. Modals can, no cans, okay? They do not take an ing. They do not take ing. Canning, willing is a word, but then it is not will plus ing. Willing is a separate word. Shelling we don't use. Ing is never used with modal. Then they don't have past participle. They don't have past participle form. At best they have past tense, but that also few of them do not have past participle form. No, V3 form. They do not have V3 form. So students, this is all about modals. I hope you have understood. The more you practice, the better it will be, as in all cases, every time it is like that. So let me just put one question to you. Try to solve it. Okay. Your room is very dirty. You dash clean it. Your room is very dirty. You dash clean it. What will come in this blank? So just think about it and try to answer. And till we meet next time with another topic. Bye bye. Take care of yourself and happy studying.